Dear Nephew Mike, I've really been feeling my age this week, so I haven't got out as much as I'd like to. I'm not as tough as some of these younger whippersnappers, but it doesn't stop me from noticing weird things like, why is everybody missing an eye? This is really disturbing, and kind of freaking me out. Every time I turn around, there's somebody missing an eye. It's making me rethink my whole position on adventuring. Maybe it's because of these things I've run into called goblins. These things are scary, mean looking, and they look like they go straight for the eyeballs. Gotta stay away from those things. Other weird things. Why is everybody hiding behind me? That can't turn out very well. I mean, seriously, I'm not very big and not very tough. It just doesn't make any sense. If you want to hide behind somebody, you need to hire one of them bodyguards like I bumped into in Ul'dah. He was weird too, though. Didn't move or nothing. So I figured, hey, staring contest time. I did lose. That's okay, because I met a really nice lady who offered to make me some free stuff, and you know how I feel about free stuff. Then I ran into this other weirdo. He just staring at the wall. What's he doing? Uldah's got some pretty interesting architecture, but I don't think it's that interesting to just stare at the wall for hours on end. Next thing we did was head on over to Eorzea. They were having some kind of weird ceremony in which they put people up for auction like we did back in Ag Co-op and FFA. I'm not sure why, but I think they must have done something really wrong. One young man was particularly distraught when he got purchased by a gigantic Rogadin friend. I'm not sure how well that's gonna turn out. Then, of course, there's the age-old question, why are these weirdos wearing leather panties? It just doesn't make any sense to me. Seriously, folks, they can't be that comfortable. Put on some pants, for goodness sakes. Though, I've got to say, hanging out in town, it's hard not to contribute to the weirdness in your own way. We were in the quicksands making all kinds of goofiness out of ourselves. Since we were at the bar, we figured, hey, might as well go to another bar. One thing leads to another, and of course, you know how that goes. Before you know it, you're naked, you're up on stage, and all kinds of weirdness is ensuing. I don't really want to bore you with the details, you know. But it was nice to get together with everybody and just hang out with some old friends and meet some new friends. Even went down to Limsa and met these really nice folks. The highlight of the get-together was meeting this guy who had an awesome haircut. This thing was smoking hot. And speaking of smoking hot, the lady friend he was with, holy maracas, Mikey. And that brings me to today's lesson. It's okay to window shop, but never grab the maracas unless you're prepared to pay the price. I'm sending you a pair of those leather underpants that seem to be so popular with the youngins and hope you get good use out of them. I'll write you if these old bones don't give out. Love, your uncle, Traveling Jake.